What is going on YouTube? It's Sankey. We're back with another one. Alright guys, so it's shaping up to be another busy week out there in the market. There's a lot of moving parts right now. We've got Bitcoin doing its thing. There's a lot of IPOs. A lot of our plays are running up. That's not to mention bond yields as well. So I want to make sure you guys are as well equipped as possible with the information you need to crush another week with me in the markets. Now before I get to it, I'm going to need you guys to hit that like button for me. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Join the journey. Now I'm going to kick things off by giving you guys a lot of information relating to our portfolio and a lot of our plays. I want to let you guys know the strike prices and how we're going to move next to dominate these plays in the current market environment. So I've got a jam-packed one for you, so do make sure you stick this one all the way through for me. Without further ado, let's kick things off with the first one. So let's kick things off right with this one, Grow Generation, ticker symbol GRWG. This is a great growth play to add to the portfolio if you haven't already done so. I don't want you guys missing out on this one. Now it's only over the last couple of days, this play was sitting at $65 strong, and so no amount of time before they start retesting their all-time highs again as they continue to deliver on their business. And standing at $44, there's a lot of upside on this play to be made. Now I want to introduce you guys to that rubber band theory. So when this play was coming down, that's like the rubber band stretching during the sell-off. And what happens when you let go? Bounces back up. So on yesterday's performance, this play was up 18%. Now a lot of our good growth plays in the portfolio have this same price movement, up 10, 15, 20% on yesterday's performance, and this is good signs of things to come. Now despite yesterday's climb in that stock price, there's still a lot of room for this one to run up. So if you haven't already got your position in this one, entry point is under $45. That's a good point to grab some stock, lay the foundation in this one. When it comes to management team, Grow Generations is exceptional. They're very focused on growing their business, expanding and scaling as quickly as they can and as efficiently as they can. We know they made a lot of acquisitions throughout the year. They made a couple last month, and I'm expecting them to make another one this month and to continue that trend going forward. And as they do, that's going to increase their revenues further, and that stock price is going to increase. So this is a play that's going to creep into the 50s, then it's going to creep into the 60s, and then it's going to creep into the 70s. So make sure you guys at least have this one on your watch list. Now I've just got to touch on this one. Up on screen, got VUZI, ticker symbol VUZI, currently standing at $15. Now this one's come down over the week, not just because of the market, but also because of analysts talking about companies like Apple releasing their own smart glasses. But when you look into the finer details, Apple and these companies aren't releasing their glasses till 2025. This is a long time horizon. By that time, VUZI is going to have more customers, their technology is going to be more sophisticated, they're going to have more market share. So you guys know what this means. It offers us a good buying opportunity to grab this one while they're on the cheap, sitting at around $15, because they will rise back up past that $20 mark. Now I also want to put on your radar, as only yesterday they came out and announced that a company called Rio Tinto, that's a large mining company, is using their glasses for their mining projects. This is big news. You guys know last update I gave you, I said they're rubbing shoulders with companies like Microsoft because their smart glasses are now compatible with Microsoft Teams. Now you've got them rubbing shoulders with Rio Tinto, and they're just increasing their number of use cases. So they're used in the mining field. We know they're used in healthcare to check medical records during patient examinations, for warehousing as well, to scan barcodes and reduce human error. So this company is flying right now, and I expect big things from them. End of year price target, that's $30 on this place. If you haven't already got your position, now's the time to do so. Up on screen, that's CleanSpark, ticker symbol CLSK. Now this is a company that got their energy division and they got the Bitcoin mining division. Look at the performance on the day, guys. Yesterday, 25% up. You guys know I said this is a play you need in your portfolio. You want to grab them under 20, get locked and loaded, ready for the rise in that stock price. Now I'm going to introduce you guys to another concept. Scroll down below. Look at the beta, guys. This is 2.92%. This means this is a volatile stock. The beta is just how it moves in relation to the market. So that's why you see that big swings in this stock price. But you can use this to your advantage in the short term and in the long term. You guys know yesterday I introduced you guys to the concept of selling the bounce. So when you see a stock price like this one that's volatile jump up, you can use this as an opportunity to take profits. And if you're a long-term investor like myself, you guys know I've got a long horizon on most of my plays. The way to play it is when you see that downwards volatility in the play, you load the boat, ready for the run up in that stock price. Now, CleanSpark did well yesterday, not just due to the market momentum, but also because they're onboarding more miners to come online in July. This is going to increase their mining capacity. Also, we know over the last few days, the price of Bitcoin's been performing well. You guys know I told you Bitcoin's $51,000 just a couple of days ago. They've risen up to around $54,000, $55,000. So this has benefited those crypto mining plays. Talking about crypto mining players, you guys know nobody hits success with these crypto miners on YouTube like we do over here. We've been in these mining plays since they were low single digit. We've 10x our money and we continue to make good returns week in, week out. And it's going to be much of the same as we progress forward. Now switching back to CleanSpot, currently selling at $26. Entry point on this one is $24. You want to wait for a pullback in that stock before pulling the trigger on this play. You guys know I've got my end of year price target on CleanSpot of $60. So there's a lot of upside to be made on this one. Now I know you guys wanted me to touch on this one up on screen, that's Tesla. Now what you guys must know is yesterday had very good China delivery numbers, blowing past some of the other names in the game like a Neo, like an Xpeng, like a Li Auto. As I've always said, this is an OG within the EV industry. Got to grab yourself some of this and add them to the portfolio. Now, as I say, I like this play below 650. So if you didn't manage to grab this one in the 500s, wait for that slight pullback in that stock price and then load up on this one. A lot of you have a lot of bears with Tesla expecting this one to drop down to $100, $200, but Tesla have done leveled up past that now and they're looking to grow 50% year on year. So you guys don't want to miss the train on this one. Alright guys, so it's time for our main event. Up on screen, that's Roblox, ticker symbol RBLX. Now this one's coming online today. They're probably already listed by the time you're watching this, but I want to give you guys my 2 cents on this one. This is a gaming company. They allow their gamers, developers to create these games. Not only that, allow them to invite their friends to it. So it creates this virtuous cycle. So this is a good play. We like these gaming plays over here. You guys know we got our skills, we got our Zynga well built into the portfolio. This is just another gaming play that we're looking to add to the portfolio. But there's a way we want to play this one. We know they had a funding round not too long ago, about a year ago, and this listing is now going to value them around 7 times more. So this is a big increase in that valuation in just a very short period of time. Despite their revenue growth, we know their revenues are flying and this business is performing well right now. So what we want to do is hold off buying on the first day. This is for my long-term investors. Hold off buying for the first day. You want to wait for that pullback in that stock. That's the point when you want to pull the trigger and grab this one. We've seen other high-profile IPOs like an Airbnb have a pullback. We've seen it in a lot of other IPOs. So wait for that pullback. What you guys must know is anytime you're going to make a decision in the markets, whether that's to buy or to sell, if you ever feel like you're rushed to make a decision, you're probably making an incorrect decision. You guys know our decisions are thought out, they're planned, they're strategic, and we think rationally before we make any move. Let's talk about how we can level up as investors. Alright guys, so I want to talk to you about something that will help you with your buying decisions when we're going through this correction phase in the market, but you see the green days like we saw yesterday. If you guys remember, I did the whole chart analysis thing with you guys throughout the month of February. I showed you guys a lot of different charts, a lot of different indicators to guide you guys when you're buying these stocks or selling these stocks in the market. Now, if you remember, I mentioned the overbought, and this is a stock that's trading above its value. And you can see that through the RSI, that's the relative strength index oscillator. So what you guys could do is before you jump into a stock, just pull up your Trading 212 app or pull up your Webull or any other brokerage that gives you guys these chart indicators and just apply the RSI and check where that stock is trading just before you load up on that stock. So try and refrain from buying these stocks if they're in the overbought portion of the RSI. Wait till they're in the middle, or even if they're in the oversold section of RSI. That's the best time to pull the trigger on these plays. Alright guys, we're rocking the channel, you know what time it is. Question comes from Philip, says, so after an unrealistic green day with amongst others Tesla recovering several days in decline in just one day, does this look like a bull trap we're in or an actual reversal? So thank you for sending this in, Philip. I always appreciate the insightful questions. Now this is very topical for what's going on right now. Just so you guys are clear on what a bull trap is, that's when you're going through a market downturn, but you get those green days like we saw yesterday that convinces investors there's a turn in the market. They then load up, invest their money before the market then turns back on them. Now I want to give you guys my 2 cents on this. The first thing you guys must know is, you guys know we're always keeping a keen eye on the bond yields to see what they're doing. We know the sell-off in the market was caused very much by the rising bond yields, and I went through the fundamentals of why that's the case. Right now, bond yields seem to be under control. They seem to be more calm. A couple of days ago, they're sitting at 1.6%. Now they're 1.5 something percent. I did do a check over between last night and now. They've increased around 0.03 of a percentage. So they are slightly increasing, but they're still under control. And as long as they remain under control, the market should stabilize. Now, because of the stimulus packages and that kind of thing, we are going to see a lot of economic growth, and I do think that's going to push the stock price higher as we progress through the year. So there are good things to come for the market. If you guys remember, I went through that elastic band theory with growth generation, and a lot of our other growth assets are seeing that same kind of price movement. You guys need to get comfortable with the fact that you are going to get these strong rebounds in the stock prices. So that's why I say on the way down, you guys are going to be loading up on these plays. That's your opportunity to make a lot of money in the markets. Now, one thing you guys must know is, let me give you guys an example. If you have a $10 stock that drops down 50%, it then drops down to $5. Now, for that stock to get back to the $10, it has to increase 100%. So I want you guys to process that. So on the way up, you are going to see big jumps in these stock prices. So as I say, be comfortable with the movements in the stock prices. Continue with the strategy of nibbling at these plays. Right? Even when you see the stock come down, you nibble. When you see the stock going up, you continue to nibble on these plays. That's the best strategy. You guys remember, we're not making big transactions in any one of these trades, just small transactions, building steadily and progressively. That's what it's all about in the stock market. Steady, progressive growth. That's going to help you guys build wealth and hit success with me in the markets this year. Alright guys, that wraps things up. Do hit the like button for me, helps the channel out. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, join the journey. Also check out the link down below to the Patreon where you can join our team of investors and level up your investing game. So as I always say, check into the channel each and every day. Stock market is rapidly moving, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.